Okay, y'all, we about to get into this clown, Eric Adams. Man, these black Republicans, man, getting on my nerve. Let's watch this clip with this man on MSNBC, what they saying.
Joining me now, our good friend, Reverend Al Sharpton, host of Politics Nation here on MSNBC, and of course, founder of the National Action Network. Hello, Rev. You met, I'm told, with Governor Kathy Hochul, offered some counsels. Tell me what you told her before she made this decision.
Well, I met with her one-on-one, and then she met with some of the elected officials together and some faith leaders. Mm-hmm. And in our one-on-one, I said to her that I think that she should wait on the judge's decision, because when we met, it was before the judge decided, and see what the judge says. The reason I said that is because, according to the New York Charter, the governor has the power to remove a mayor if you're involved with a crime or...
See? She has the power to do it, but she ain't. Because she not. They all in tune with each other. All of them. Man, you can't trust none of them. Back to this.
Or disabled. And if the judge was going to remove the crime and delay the trial, there was no crime for her to move him with.
Correct.
So why would you preemptively make a move that could be turned around the next day or so? I think we met before the day the judge would make his decision. And I think she putting the guardrails on.
What are the guardrails, too?
Yeah, the guardrails. Yeah. I pat you on the back, you pat me on the back. You watch my back, I watch yours. You wash my back, I wash yours. Yeah, that's what they do. It's all the time politics. Let's go. Listen more.
Well, if she's putting in, would be an inspector general, she would be, certain things would have to be cleared by, or at least reviewed by outside people. I don't know the exact terms they use.
Yeah, it hasn't been too specific.
And he lying. He know exactly what she got to do. They done did it for him before. Come on. They did it for him. Let's go.
Right. But I think that the reason for that is a lot of people, including me, was concerned about how these charges were removed. The Justice Department went in and said they wanted to remove the charges with.
Look at this shit here, y'all. Look. All in cahoots. Man, you can't even trust our brothers and sisters, our gays. No, it don't matter no more. This motherfucker Trump got everybody delusional. Back to them.
Prejudice, without prejudice. And therefore, they had the right to come back later and try him. Well, many of us felt that was the Trump administration putting...
Heard what he said, right? The Trump administration. It definitely was. Yeah. If you don't play by the rules, you gotta go. Let's go.
Or at least on the mayor, and for that matter, the people in the city of New York, because you're not saying it's over. They distinctly say in their decision, we're not saying he's innocent or guilty. We're saying that he was indicted too close to the campaign for...
Oh, wow. Oh, so you could be saved for a criminal case if you start running for politics. So if I did a crime when I was doing my crime and ran for politics, I would have never got to... I missed out. Let's go, y'all.
The primary for mayor. Well, he was indicted 9 months ago. People in Congress run every 2 years. They're campaigning 9 months out, so that didn't make sense. Then they said that he would not be available if he goes to trial to help the president with immigration.
Donald Trump did it. He made that shit. He made it where, yeah, y'all should do it. Why not? He been saying this shit from when he got in. The system is rigged. Use the riggedness. Everybody's a criminal in that system. Let's go.
And violent crime. Well, that's policy issues. That's not legal issues. And the last one, they had said that they were concerned about whether it was a political vendetta. So you need to establish, well, what was the political vendetta? Some have said that they felt that Biden administration went after him because of his stand on immigration was closer to President Trump.
They keep going back to Biden. This man been in here for 30 days. Biden been out for 30 plus days. They still Biden. Man.
But the fact is that the investigation now we've seen in reports has started before Biden was president. And there have been others that have gone against it. So none of what their reasoning made sense. And the thing that had left the people, a lot of people in New York, including me, saying is why would you have these kind of positions and not bring him, either pardon him where we wouldn't even be in court, like you did hundreds of people that broke the law on camera on January 6th.
Because it would expose the Democrats. They play by the same game. Can't give it away. You know this. Let's go.
Or let the trial go forward. Now, I'm not endorsing a pardon. I'm saying that is not how Donald Trump dealt with everybody else. If they really felt this was a political vendetta, then why didn't he pardon him and say he was a victim of a political vendetta? But the only reason, the only cause for concern was to have this where we've got you now where we can try you later. And that is against the interests of the people of the city.
They've been against our interests. They all been doing this. They all still doing it, and they all still gonna do it if we don't pay attention. Let's go. Pay attention, y'all.
In New York.
Thus the phrase quid pro quo. This is what you keep hearing left and right. Now there's a twist because Mayor Adams has sued the Trump administration now to try to get back these 80.
He's following the pattern of Trump. He's a Republican. He turned Republican. That's what he doing. That's all that's at. He just turned Republican under our eyes.
$1 million that had been in the coffers for New York City apparently disappeared overnight. This was money that was funded by the Biden administration for helping to house migrants in different hotels in the city and other places. And he's saying, no, and you guys clawed this back. And so now he's using this to say, look, I'm standing up to the Trump administration. Is that how it's being interpreted? Is that how you
I think that some are interpreting it that way because you must remember the money was already approved headed down into the account. They snatched it back. And you're right, the money had been approved under the Biden administration. So some are saying that
yeah, because he's a Republican. He following the Republican rules. You see what Donald Trump is doing. He's influencing the Republicans and the Democrats not to do for the people.
Mayor's right to sue, but it still does not explain why the president would put him in a position where he'd have to operate with this cloud over his head. And if you really are convinced that this was political, he would have done that. And you wouldn't say we're not saying he's guilty or not guilty. We're saying we're going to move on. So I don't think
he guilty. They know he guilty. Just like the January 6th rioters. Trump know he guilty. But he can't do it because he's a Democrat. It will open the eyes of too many people. Let's go, y'all.
The concern from most people I'm talking to, and I have rallies in Harlem every Saturday morning, I just left, the concern here is not on the mayor or the judge or anyone other than what is President Trump doing here. This is not something we've seen him do to anybody that were Proud Boys and everything.
But look, let me say this, man. This is just reflection, man. I'm starting this YouTube page up, man. I sit and watch these politics all day, every day. And it's just the nonsense from both sides of the political party. They are not for us. They are for themselves. They for themselves. They out here only worried about them, their kids, and that's it. They don't care about your kids, my kids, anybody else's kids. Brown, white, old, young. If you ain't in that 10% to that 1%, you do not matter in America anymore. Let's ship Elon off the Mars where you want to be. And let's get America back great.